Hello, and welcome to Beyond the Screen, the Family Connection podcast, the podcast for parents and caregivers who want to raise curious, connected, and resilient kids without ditching technology altogether. I'm Dr. Samantha Hayes, educator, parent, and founder of Beyond the Screen Families. Each week, I'll share practical ideas, challenges, and conversations to help you trade a little screen time for more connection time, creating moments that stick. So let's dive in. It's summer, which for a lot of families means long days, a lot of I'm bored moments, and a constant temptation to hand over that tablet. Sound familiar? Well, it doesn't have to be that way. Today, I'm going to give you a realistic survival guide you can actually use. No Pinterest perfect projects required, so that maybe it's not just about surviving. It's really about thriving during these summer months. Stick around because I've got a free resource you can grab today to make this even easier. Almost every summer, I find myself getting to the point where more and more screen time feels like a very valid way to spend the summer. I'm tired of taking the kids to do a million things. My brain just doesn't want to work anymore. And the kiddos seem to have endless amounts of energy. How does that sound related to what you go through? I'm guessing it sounds pretty familiar because what I've learned is that I'm not alone in this feeling. Every parent seems to hit this point at some point or another. Summer survival or summer thriving isn't about a perfectly planned screen-free summer. It's about balance and connection wins, one simple moment at a time. And we want to help you go, as I said, from just surviving to summer thriving. So let me share with you my top 4 survival moves that you can make today to start to transform your summer. The first is to create a boredom buster box. And if you haven't heard of this, all this simply means is a box, a cabinet, a location where your kids have materials to work with and play independently. And you can say, hey, go check out the box or go check out the boredom box or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to show you an example. My 2-year-old, we have a basket. And in his basket, he has a lot of things that are just independently focused. He's got this little kit that he got recently that he loves to play with Play-Doh. He's got crayons. Sorry. Um, he's got coloring book, actually multiple styles of coloring book, even like markers and everything. And he's got Play-Doh, multiple tubes of Play-Doh in here. And of course, because he's a Hot Wheels fanatic, he also has cars in there. It's something that sits just in a safe space for him that he can go and grab if he wants. And often I've noticed when he starts getting a little bored, he does. He just gravitates to this little section and he starts to pull things out and plays with it. My daughter's looks a little different. She's almost 7. And so she has a cabinet, and the cabinet has a bunch of different craft items in it from popsicle sticks, clothespins, paper, crayons, fancy scissors, pipe cleaners, fabric, glue. I mean, you pretty much name it, it's in there. And again, she likes to go there independently as well. But it's also a space, whether it's the box, the basket, or something else, where when my kids are like, we're bored, we don't know what else to do. Can we just watch TV? I can say, nope. Why don't you go check in your little basket? Or why don't you go check your cabinet and see what you might create? An easy thing to do when you have kids who are a little older is give them prompts. Now, I don't think that it should be full of prompts. There needs to be some free play and some ability for your kiddo to decide what they want to do. But sometimes a list of prompts is also super nice because you can say, go pull out one of those cards. And why don't you do that? Or you can go pull it out and be like, hey, You're not bored? Why don't you do this right now? And so if you want a list of 15 easy ideas, I've got one for you in today's show notes. Simple, easy. Your kiddos, if they can read, they can use it. They can simply color in or check things off, or not, and just use them over and over again. It's a sheet that you can just stick right in your boredom area for your kids. My second survival mood is the 1 hour outside reset button. The outdoors is amazing. I mean, I'm out here today, right? It's the place where we can reset ourselves, reset with each other, and fix our moods. Maybe we're getting tired of each other. The other night, my kiddos and I were all in the house. We'd spent all day doing various things. We had an adventure. We did gymnastics. We did all this stuff. And the kiddos started arguing. I was overstimulated. And we all were just kind of like at that nerve point where nothing was going right. And nobody really wanted to be around each other, except we all did want to be around each other. And I looked at the kids and I said, we're going out front. And so we went out front and I said, let's get out the sidewalk chalk and the bubbles. And we drew on the sidewalk. We made tracks for some cars. Again, remember, my 3-year-old is really into cars. So he wanted to make tracks. My daughter was drawing some artistic work. We started blowing bubbles and playing with the bubbles. And we spent at least an hour out there. For me, being outside is important, and we switch it up all the time. Sometimes we go out front where we do those activities that I just mentioned. We might also do scooters or bikes or something like that if we're out front. Out back, it means we're going to play in the pool. We might play in some dirt. We might play with the playhouse that we have. And so even in one day, I might switch up the location from front to back or the park. But getting outside really just does that reset and allows you to say, I'm balancing. We're not going on the screen right now. We're going to reset our moods. We're going to reset how we are feeling, and we're just going to reconnect outside. My third one for you is really surrounded by family dinners. Now, family dinners, although lots of times it's about eating, right? We're getting together. We need to eat a meal. We want to enjoy it together. But that's not all that it has to be about. Most of the time, it's also about the gathering. It's about coming together. It's about being able to share in something with those that you love. And so when you're sitting down at the table, take the opportunity to really make it a rich experience. It could be that you have a conversation starter. Maybe you're all sitting there, you're eating your food, and you say something like, let's go around the table. If you could invent a holiday, what would it be? Or who would you invite to dinner with us and why? Or what is your favorite dinner that we make? Why is that your favorite? Or what's your least favorite dinner that we make? This allows you to connect and really listen and have uninterrupted times to just really connect with each other. Those moments are powerful moments because you're connecting, you're eating, you're just enjoying the time, and you don't have to have your cell phones open and sitting out. In fact, you can put them away and you can just start asking those questions and see where it leads you. I always have 4 questions that are my back pocket questions. Now, I ask these of my kids every single day. They know they're coming, whether it's at dinner or bedtime, but it might be good just to have like those back pocket questions too. My 4 questions are, what was your favorite part about today? What was your least favorite part about today? When were you kind to someone? And when was someone kind to you? And those questions, because they're so routine, my kiddos know that they're coming and they kind of are already thinking about those questions all day long. And they're thinking about kindness and when people were kind to them as well as when they were kind to somebody else and what their day was like and how they can shape it. A lot of times they'll say, I don't have a least favorite part. And they may not, right? Sometimes I don't either. But it just is allowing for that connection. So focus on those family moments. And finally, my last tip is to create a screen plan, not a screen ban. I want you to think about every single time someone tells you you can't do something. As adults, we push back, we don't like it, we say, I'm not okay with that. Our kids are the exact same way. So let's empower our kids with a plan and they can help us build it as well. So we're not banning screens, we're just creating a plan with a balanced approach and how we want it to look. So I will share our plan is we don't have screens all week except for Friday. Friday night is movie night. We have screens on Saturday and Sunday morning to watch a little bit of cartoons as we're getting up and getting ready. And that's it. And my kids know that's it. And so they know, on Saturday we do this, we have screen time, we do this. This is the way our day is structured, We have screen time, we go to gymnastics, we have some sort of adventure together. We have lunch, my son takes a nap, we do something creative or outside in the afternoon. And then we have dinner and we reconnect before it's time for bed. That's our Saturday. It's routine, it's structured, and the kids know that that's what it's really going to be about. Because really, the whole point of a screen plan and the whole point of all of this is to ensure you feel empowered with the choices you're making to help your children live the life that you desire for them and that they desire. Now, I kind of think I'd be remiss sitting in front of a pool if I didn't mention that my bonus tip is when all else fails, water play. And you don't have to have a pool to make this work. It can be as simple as a hose. My 3-year-old son loves to play with the hose. He loves to water the plants, the sidewalk. He loves to try to wash things off. He will just spend countless minutes playing with that hose. So you don't have to have a pool. You don't have to have a fancy water table. You can simply have a hose or a plastic bin that you fill with water and have fun with. But that water play, kids will love to do it. They stay engaged and it allows you to have fun together. If you need more of these grab and go ideas, you should try our Ultimate Summer Pack, which is packed with instant activities for easy, effortless summer fun. I'll tell you how to grab it in a second. So let's recap those 5 moves for you. Create the boredom buster box or basket, and call on it when you need it. Really go for that 1 hour of outside time as a reset button whenever you feel it, you need it. And it doesn't have to be an hour either. Lots of times, if we can get outside for just 10 minutes, we reset it. But I guarantee you, if you get out there, your kids will start playing and you'll start having a great time together. Work on those family dinner wins, having conversations, creating moments and connection that matters, and then create and devise a plan. Don't worry about banning screens. That's kind of unrealistic almost in today's age, but worry about creating a plan that you all can agree with that will all leave you feeling empowered. You don't have to do it all. One little win daily is enough. So grab your free 15 boredom busters list at beyondthescreenfamilies.com/board. Again, that's beyondthescreenfamilies.com/board. You'll thank yourself next time the kids say, I'm bored. You can just pull that list out. Oh, why don't you do one of these, right? And remember, we can help you every step of the way and support your balanced approach to screens, whether it's through our subscriptions, social media accounts, speaking engagements, or enrichments. We've got you. Thanks for joining me today on Beyond the Screen, the Family Connection podcast. If you loved this episode, be sure to follow the podcast, like it, and leave a review because it helps other families find us. And if you're ready for hands-on screen-free adventures your kids will be sure to love, head to beyondthescreenfamilies.com to check out our family challenges and essential subscription packs. And finally, don't forget to follow us on your social media channels. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Pinterest at Beyond the Screen Families. Let's create empowered moments that stick.